And today's good person with the good vibes is coffee creator Nadia Park. Hello.
Hi.
Hello and welcome.
I came to Korea one summer after my parents had moved back. They were immigrants to the States, but they came back because of my father's work. And during one of those breaks, while I was still in university, there's a lot of one-day classes here. And I went to a one-day coffee brewing class, and it was that meditative healing experience that made me really fall in love with the process. It was just always using my brain. I'm stressed. I'm always thinking and worrying, just my personality. And being able to take a break from all of that was super healing. And it was just I can change the flavor of something, make it better and better with my hand the more I do it. And it was from that I started brewing. And then from there, once I started brewing for other people, it was the ability to have coffee in the middle. Like for example, and we would go to a cafe and we would talk about not only things that were stressful in our lives, but for example, how's your mom doing? Or what are your philosophical thoughts on so-and-so? And so being able to have conversations outside of what are our normal stressors was something that I felt I could provide with coffee in the middle that gets you to relax and enjoy a moment outside of your normal world. And I think the reason why Korea coffee is so good no matter where you go is because everyone's very trend-based. It's very homogenous. And so back in the States, you would find the very janky coffee shops, the independent coffee owners, but then you'll also have very specialty coffee shops, but they're so far away from each other that the people who go to this side and versus the people who go to here or those who go to franchise coffee shops are very different customers. Whereas here, we all kind of go to every single one of them. Of course, it kind of differentiates between do you just drink that 1,001 coffee versus I still have to have a $5,001 Americano. But in the States, they're so different and they exist with each other. But here in Korea, it's kind of we're so based on what's best. I have to get there too. Me too. And so
it's like a trend.
Yeah. So the trend and the fast-paced society of Korea made it so that I think the culture and the quality of coffee reached this point very quickly. And
I agree.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
I came to Korea in 2007, and back then they had coffee shops, obviously, but it wasn't as much as now. Now it's trending, and it has to taste good, not just that, but it has to look good visually too, and everything, the atmosphere, everything's important. But back then, it was hard to find trendy coffee shop. I mean, coffee itself wasn't a trend back then.
That's true.
Even in 2007, I believe.
Yeah.
Or maybe because I wasn't into coffee. I'm not sure, but definitely the trend has changed.
Yeah.
I agree.
When people are trying to first get into coffee, it's either two reasons why they don't like it. First,
Too bitter.
Yes. The other one is the opposite. It's too sour.
Oh, too much acidity.
Yeah, right. If it's too sour, people don't like it. If it's too bitter, they don't like it. It's kind of what are you used to that will get you to coffee. And I actually had a friend who would only drink sweet drinks. She would never drink an Americano, not even a latte, not even a cortado, cappuccino, anything. It needed to be extra sweet for her to drink it. And she came to, it was the first time she had my hand-drip coffee, and she told me what she realized. She said, the reason why I never liked black coffee was because it smells good, but it never tastes the way it smells.
Yeah.
And so there's that discrepancy between the flavor and the scent, and she didn't like that. But when you are able to find coffee that smells and tastes as clean and that particular flavor and scent, you'll be able to enjoy that cup of coffee because you know what you're going to expect.
Yeah. I like that clean flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
During our break, Nadia actually made us some good coffee, hand-drip coffee, and wow. I mean, I'm in 얼주가, you know the term, right?
Yep.
That's me, but the coffee you made for us, a hot hand-drip coffee, was very clean and very nice.
Yeah.
So everybody, you should check out Nadia's coffee
Yes.
shop.